Hi everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back. It is Monday for a brand new week and I hope everyone had a great weekend. Today we're going to do an alphabet reading and I've already randomly chosen the S and the year 1950 right here. Now it's an S name reading whether irregardless of the year. If you're born in 1950 and have an S name that is the first initial of your first, middle, last or nickname, then that's all the better for you. It's just going to resonate. This reading should resonate or might resonate even more so for you. Okay, so we're using the hello or hi Barbie for the tarot to get the full story on what the reading is going to be about. Intuit Oracle for the first three and the mini deck for Light Seer, and then the tea leaves for extra information. Let's begin. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being here and enveloping me in your wings of angelic wings of wisdom, truth, honesty, protection, and love and guidance. Thank you. I keep adding more to it. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, will please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for our S names today, whether they're born in 1950, that's 50, or not? Archangel Michael, it is January the 15th, Monday, a brand new week, 2024. Thank you. Cut and go, he says. I just heard him. Cut and go. All right, what we got for the first one, we have albatross. It's a good omen. Albatross is. It's calm. It's monogamous. It's got a lot of stamina, but it can also carry a lot of baggage. You ever see that in the cartoon with Penny? Is it right? The albatross that carries the luggage. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The crocodiles are alligators. Burdens, feeling curse, guilt, shame, and regret. I don't know what the name of that cartoon is. It's got Medusa in it. Owl. We got owl. Sees through the facade. So the mask, right, is wise, is aware, very aware, observant. Secrets are lifted because it has insights. It knows what's going on. And it always explores the unknown. It's not afraid of that. Great energy. Oh, look, another. Oh, my goodness. 3 birds. Did you see that? Oh, that's really amazing. We've got the albatross. Then we have the owl. That's wisdom. I know I had that in the collective reading, too, just before this one, where we had the birds were the owls that were giving you great insight and wisdom, the collective. So we have the eagle. It challenges the status quo, and that's really what that collective reading entailed as well. It was realizing what you hold to be true and valuable to you. You've been reconsidering because you're not any longer going to be doing what society expects of you. So it challenges the status quo because you know you want happiness, true inner lasting happiness, long-lasting happiness. Longevity, right? Regal, proud, opportunity, new hope, clear vision, perspective. That is it says the past, present, and future. So you're up there. You're able to have more of a bird's eye view, let's say, of what is really, because the thoughts card came out in the collective reading, is about you having introspective time, being hung upside down so you can gain a new perspective on your hand in things, the error of your ways, so that you're able to say, when you come out of being hung up like that and stagnant, you're going to get on your feet and you're going to have healthy boundaries placed and you're going to be able to move forward, having taken responsibility for your part in everything that's happened to you and being accountable moving forward. Great energy. Fantastic. Okay, let's talk about the actual meat of what the story is about with these 3 birds. 3 birds. That's got to be really lucky. And of course that card, I was just thinking now, that card, the 4-leaf clover card, was in that one where the thoughts and the birds were. So great luck, discovering great luck through wisdom. All right, cut, yep, sorry. Okay, what's the story, Archangel Michael? Knight of Wands. Okay, that's player-like energy. Baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, and regret. Knight of Cups. That's this is going from really impulsive energy, having fun, flirtatious, coming in but going out just about as fast, to having some love. 3 of Coins. Ooh, okay, let's continue. 5 of Swords. Ooh, okay, that's very sabotaging. 8 of Cups, leaving it all behind. Yeah. We have the 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, back we have the Empress, the Star, the 7 of Coins, and the Devil. Okay, but then we have the Hierophant. So we'll bring her out here. Her, yeah. What I see here right away, I'm intuiting, of course, the Empress is the one that you are reaching for. You know, the star that you're reaching for. She's the one that you want to move towards. She's the one that's on your mind. She's the one who, through all of this, you've gained great wisdom about your own, what you've been valuing that has not necessarily allowed you. Where is the 7 of Coins? Here. 7 of Pentacles has not allowed you to get past that glass ceiling phase or energy or life experience in prosperity and abundance and so forth and so on, because of the toxic energy you had been sat in. But there's somebody, or you know, the God within you is, you're listening, you've been hearing it, you know, through your wisdom. You have decided to make different choices. You've decided to think differently because you woke up to your ways here, okay? You woke up to your ways. This is all about how you were, and you've come to see it. You've come to see it. You've been enlightened. Oh my gosh, S names, whether you're born in 1950 or not. You've been enlightened. You are now having a great perspective on the world below you. You're at a much higher perspective, being able to see what the past is about, where you are presently, and what your future can look like if you but make different choices. This is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you already. We haven't even, okay. Yeah, so I would say Knight of Wands, player-like, and then you came in and love bombed somebody. You made them a third party, and I think with 3, because this could have easily been a 3 of Cups, okay, right? But it's a 3 of Coins in the sense that you were actually into the idea of some kind of longevity, in the sense maybe you wanted to keep this person as your third party, but as you gave it more thought, it's like, I don't know if I can do that. It's going to be a lot of work to be able to make that happen. And maybe, maybe your morals were speaking to you too, but it could be that you met this person that you love bombed and, were like in the player energy with when you were at work. It could be a work affair. Could be you were like a traveling type of employee, or you are an employer, self-employed, and you travel a lot. But in any case, you're far away from home, far enough where when you were far away from home for work purposes, you engaged someone else in your life. All right, and that was a third-party situation. So you had self-sabotaged you sabotaged the relationship. Whatever it was, you did what you needed to do in order for you to come out unscathed, like the winner, right? Above all cost. taking what you could, so that and hoping for the best that someone else wouldn't learn about your secrets, right? And you said, I have to walk away from my ways with this one that I love bombed, and you know, I did. I was callous and harsh. Yeah, cutting that out of my life, putting an end to that particular connection. And then after that, it was a 5 of Cups for you, in the sense that you felt like you lost something, that you lost a lot. But I mean, that's water under the bridge now, right? It's flowing and it's gone. It's under the bridge and out the other way, and who's to know where you're ever going to be able to pick it up again, if you ever can. So, you know, you got to focus on what's before you, which is your current love commitment, your current work situation, your current relationship, marriage, whatever, long-term commitment. All of that you had to get your focus there. This was always going to be something that you perhaps may look back on and regret, have some remorse at how you handled it, because you've been keeping an eye on her, and you see her now. I mean, you see how far she's come in her life, that she's just shining, and she would be a wish fulfillment to you if you could but be with her. But you had the 7 of Coins. You know, you have reaped what you've sown in the past, to have decided to play with her, you know, play with her heart and her commitment to you, and her thoughts about you, and her heart. I said that, her heart and believing in you. You played with all of that. You led her to believe that you would be forming some kind of foundation with her. But then you just, you know, you ran off with the goods, and never to be seen again. And this 8 of Cups is like, you walked away from her, and it's been feeling really, really, you keep thinking about it, to the point where it's made you really kind of sad, feeling low and depressed sometimes, not all the time, but just whenever you allow yourself to think about it. And there, for the longest time, you just didn't allow yourself to entertain the memory for very long. Doesn't matter how well she's doing, you were somewhere else now. You made your decision, right? So let's get some tea leaves. Let's see what the tea has to say, right? Okay. What does the tea have to say? 4 cards, please. We have Candle. You will be shown the way. Isn't that beautiful? This is the one right here, the Hierophant. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will, and that could be your ex-wife, soon-to-be ex-wife, or just your current partner, whoever that is. Marriage, one you're married to. And this is the chain of events that'll affect your life. So she was like the ball and chain to you, because you felt held back. Even though you're trying to make the best of it, you knew somehow it would only go so far. 7 of Coins. You're assessing the past and seeing that 7 out of 10 only. You wanted 10 out of 10 with this relationship that you chose to be with. But it didn't ever go that far. So, but you still want it. Nothing, you know, you still have goals and aspirations. You want to get your own power back from having given it away for such a long period of time. You're feeling that you're feeling a bit of an itch in your belly that's saying there's so much more yet for you in your life. There's so much more yet that you can aspire to and achieve. So Knight of Wands. What do we have? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Moon, and the mat. We have the High Priestess. with the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, so right where they're falling, right? You know, someone, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, she was enlightened. You were enlightened about, she was enlightened about your secrets, and she just knew. She just knew that you had done this. You stepped out of line with your marriage, you know? The chain of events that would ensue as a reason for that, being in the Knight of Wands energy, right here. Your Knight of Pentacles, she caught on. She learned. She found out. She was enlightened about your secrets, enlightened about your secrets, and she just knows. She knows the truth, even though she can't tell you how she knows the truth. She just knows the truth. Okay, the Magician with the Knight of Cups. You manifested what? The Queen of Wands. Oh, it's amazing. Seven of Swords with the sneaky business, and the Seven of Wands. There's the Lovers on the back. Oh, wow. That is just crazy, guy. Manifestation. This is the Magician. You manifested a Queen of Wands to love bomb. Okay? You manifested a Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is the other woman, which is this one here now. She was the Queen of Wands. She is the Empress and a star. She is like, she's magnificent. Like she's brilliantly out there. She may be sharing her wisdom. She's just shining. She's shining like a star in the sky for many people. You were very, very sneaky and underhanded, very self-serving. When you were like player days with love bombing, and you became defensive. You did. You became defensive. You put up boundaries so that you could not be reached, because I mean, you left this behind. You became defensive. You got into your own little glass bubble here where nobody can penetrate it, because the choices you made were the choices you made. You chose to not, to put an end to, this whole affair, let's just say, because you couldn't realize it. You couldn't, and maybe you didn't want to, you weren't interested in it. So let's see, Three of Coins. What's this, Archangel Michael? Three of Coins. Jeez. The Two of Cups. Yeah. There's only room for 2 cups, not 3. Five of Cups. There's the Five of Cups there. There's the King of Swords. And there's Justice with the Fool on the back. Yeah. Yep. Justice came in needing to balance, finding a balance here. You needed to bring justice. The divine wanted you to bring justice into the situation, because there is only room for 2 cups, not 3. This is Pentacles, I know, but could easily be 3 of Cups. There's only room for 2. And guess what? The 2 of Cups, out of the 3 cups, is the one for this one here, the Queen of Wands. Really is. You knew it, but you didn't understand it. You didn't know what to do about it. You couldn't do anything about it. That's the way you felt anyway, so you pushed it down, out of sight, out of mind. You held on to your secrets. But you've been very lonely. You've been like missing what this one had brought into your life, this Queen of Wands. I mean, she's gregarious, right? The Queen of Wands, she's gregarious. She's like a lot of fun. She's got a great sense of humor. People like her. She's a committed kind of gal. When she makes her mind up about something, she carries through. You can't change her mind. She's highly protective. I mean, she will protect what she loves, and she will fight for what she loves. That's the type of girl that you come to see her as, woman, okay? But you got, you had to go to the top of the mountain, where you're sitting on top of the mountain. There's the bird right there, the owl. Gaining wisdom at the top. There's more birds. There's a bat and a crow up there. Spirit, So you're gaining wisdom, you're holding on to your swords, and you've got your bootstraps tied up there. So you are in a good place with flowers around you, and there's no snow on the mountain you're sitting on. So you're in a good place, and you're wise. You got gray hair. You have come to see that there's things that you needed to do, decisions to be made, and you made the decision to bring justice into it, to no longer be keeping the strings, attached to her. You brought justice in the sense that you had to balance out the scale by letting this one go so that you can bring your energy back into being monogamous, in a monogamous relationship, if that's where you were at. Okay. All right. So, you, like I said, your morals might have crept in, which is like the spirit speaking to you. Say, come on now, you've got to end this, because this is not fair. This is very unfair of what you're doing with this one. Look what she becomes. You didn't know that, though, at the time. Fair enough, you didn't know that. But either way, you shouldn't have done it, right? You know that. You knew that then. The morals were creeping up on you. And so you cut her out of your life to try to balance things out. And that way it makes her free. But did it free her? So we have the Six of Wands here with the Five of Swords. Oh yeah, a lot of ego and pride, wearing a mask. She's got these big shades on. It hides like, what, 1/3 of her face? Hides 1/3 of her face. When you hide the eyes, it's hard to really identify somebody. And it's more than just the eyes. It's more like the cheekbones too, and things. So there's the Star, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Swords on the back. Oh yeah, I pull it out, right? Forgot. Okay, respite time. Five of Swords. Sabotaged, feeling sabotaged. Well, why did you feel sabotaged? Because you do actually miss her presence in your life. You do miss her. And perhaps you felt like she was a friend too. Somebody who, had your back and you knew cared for you, your well-being and whatnot. Just because she was honestly an authentic person, not because she was in love with you. Just because she actually did care about people. And she looked like somebody she could care about. So anyways, you had a lot of pride and ego going on, that you wanted to be able to be recognized and acknowledged by somebody. You just, there was like some pain you were experiencing. You were feeling out of sorts, and somehow this whole connection with this one made you feel so good. So good that it was kind of a healing elixir that you felt with that one, and that she became a star that you're anchored to in your night sky. And so that's all she became after that, was a star in your sky, because otherwise you return to internal conflict that you with the whole event of having someone like this in your life, just having anyone in your life when you're married, right? We're in a relationship. You said you're married here. There was a lot of conflict because she was enlightened. Your spouse, found out about the extramarital affair, and you just like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I really made a mess of things. Five of Swords. I really made a mess of things. And so you really felt like you wanted to walk away from yourself, let alone anyone else. But of course, you could never really show the world that kind of pain. You couldn't, because you are a type of person who, you had it all. In your own mind, at least, you had it all. Maybe you did. You had it all, and you couldn't let others see. And we're all like that, okay? You're not just the only one. S-names. We're all like that. We're hurting. We're in so much pain, but we put on a mask, the sunglasses to cover the pain. and this could be abuse by your partner too, whatever. We cover it, and we put on a smiley face, or at least whenever we're with somebody and they say, how are you? You go, oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Knight of Wands. This 8 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. There's 7 of Pentacles again. Holy manoli. With the Hierophant. 7 of Pentacles, Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands here. With the 9 of Cups. Yes. The Tower just coming up right after that. Yeah. And so it could be that, whoops, that's the Ace of Wands. It could be that a Tower ensued, at least within your own mind, your morals, about what's right and what's wrong, that there was a Tower moment where you really had to start looking at how you'd been wrong, that you needed to be able to walk away from it. You need to walk away from this Knight of Wands energy. It's toxic, right? It's toxic. So you were walking away from this as names. You're putting it behind you with the 8 of Cups here, because it wasn't fruitful. You had sown what you had, you had reaped what you'd sown, right? You're looking back, assessing the past. You see how all those seeds you put in there is just a little tiny tree. Doesn't even have any fruit on it yet. And you've been, having to ascend. You're ascending. Stairs mean ascension. The Hierophant is going the higher path, walking the higher path, being enlightened to see the error of your ways, so that you can, turn your life around and bring greater fruit of like 10 of Pentacles fruit as opposed to 7. You settled for something when you had such great potential with the one that you were with, who is now, you see, as a wish fulfillment. You just like, it makes you very ecstatic. Look at that big chest of gold and whatnot you're popping out of. All right, you're walking away from that to go towards her, but the bing, obstacle. 5 of Cups, obstacle. 5 of Cups, obstacle. You want to, in your mind, it's so exciting to think that if you could only be with her again. What a life, right? These ones came out first, so we'll do Ace of Wands. I pulled that out and it came out. The Hangman. Yeah, that's you taking responsibility once you get back on your feet because you've gained a new perspective. With the 6 Pentacles, new perspective is to be full of generosity, fairness, right? This was not fair. Fairness, equal, give and take, equilibrium, just being balanced, right? But it also means you could be dividing your assets with the one that, yeah, here's a Hermit. I forgot to pull the last card out, guys. But anyways, there we go. Everything happens for a reason the way it does. So, Ace of Wands. You know that you could be on a brand new, divinely inspired, passionate new beginning path with following your desires. What makes you feel really passionate in life. But you have to wait. You have to wait because why? Because you have this mentality of the 5 of Cups energy in you. Feeling remorse and regret, crying over the spilt milk, looking at the past in the sense that you just haven't been able to let go of the fact that, yeah, you messed it up. You messed it up between her and you, this one and you, the Queen of Wands and you. But it's all is not for naught. It was all for your spiritual enlightenment, okay? It's for you to be able to be hung up, staying stagnant, sitting still long enough for you to gain through introspection and some communication with your divinity, the God within us, to see which way is the right way, to let go of the regret. Because if you keep this as a very powerful energy within you, that you're so regretful or so remorseful that when you, let's say you were in the same town, you went to her doorstep and knocked on it, and you've got this energy. She, being the empress that she is and the star that she is, she's gonna feel it. She's gonna see it on your face, even though you're trying your best not to show it. Trying your best to have that mask on that says, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. I did what I did. I know how I hurt you, but I'm okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Life's great. I've got this, I got that going on, and my kids are this, and my kids are that, and everything's just peachy. What about you? She's gonna, the Empress, she's highly intuitive. She's all 4 queens rolled up in one. She's gonna know it. She's gonna see that you have this regret about the toxicity, which is fine. It's one thing to apologize for it. It's one thing if you want to explain it, great, what happened and why you were like that. It's one thing to do that, but it's another thing to know that once you come to terms with because you're going to get on your feet and you're going to take responsibility for that past energy that you were in the Knight of Wands here, and you're going to take accountability moving forward. That's the energy that you want to that's why you're hung up then while you're sitting in introspection time. You've got to come up with that energy. The divine is speaking through to you, telling you it's one thing to feel that regret and remorse, but it's another thing to turn it around in your mind to say, that is so what it was. It is what it is, and I'm totally regretful and remorseful. However, from this moment on, I am taking accountability for all of that, plus whatever is to come. And I'm in a totally different frame of mind than I was before. And then you'll say, you could say, I'm approaching this whole idea of reconnecting with you from a totally different perspective and a different energy as a result. My approach is different. Things are going to go slowly. If you'll have me, I'm very happy to at least be your friend. Very happy to have you back in my life. I've been missing you. Stuff like that, right? So it is beautiful because of the fact that you are growing. You're changing your ways. You're becoming fair. You're fair. You were not fair before. This is what this is saying. Through your time in introspection, having felt great regret and remorse for what you did in the past, that in itself is a turnaround. It's a complete turnaround. So that's just, I'm very proud of you because it takes a great person. It really does. S-Names takes a great person to come to see what we've done wrong and own up to it, take responsibility for it and say, I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm going to be accountable for everything I say and do as much as I possibly can. With the help of the divine of keep reminding me of what it is, taking time to check in with the divine before I say or do anything. Next, at least important actions and choices, you're going to take time to consider doing it or making that decision. You'll take your time. It's a different approach. You were impulsive before. That's the Knight of Wands. You were impulsive before, and as a result, you hurt hearts. But you're going to be doing it differently now. You're a man of authority now. You've taken control over yourself and are taking charge in your life because you've been able to be enlightened. That's the bottom line, really. You allowed yourself to become enlightened as to what was going on. She's not just the enlightened one, you are going to be now. That's fantastic. So wait a minute. I want to do one oracle card here of the Moonology manifestation. We'll read the explanation, and then I want to do the Angels card. Archangel Michael, what can we know? One card, please. He says, make it good. Know your worth. Yeah. That's, like I said in the beginning, we're all here to grow up. We're all here to grow up from our childlike attachments to limited emotions. Like children only know happy, mad, sad, okay? And through growing up, teenage, young adulthood, and so forth, so on, we've put a few more in there, a few more layers. Like happy could be also like, I'm content, right? I'm content. I may not be completely happy, but I'm content enough. Mad could be like anger, right? Or frustrated on the other side. And sad could be like, yeah, just a little remorseful, or I'm grieving, stuff like that. You get a little bit more rounded, an emotional repertoire, right? And intelligence. And we become more rounded in our emotional intelligence as we grow. But if we only go so far, we only go so far. And those not having enough of an emotional intelligence, like they say they're not in touch with their emotions, right? If we're not in touch with them enough, that we will end up doing haywire things because we have haywire thoughts that don't have the appropriate measure of emotion with it, because the heart and mind are not speaking, they're not balanced. But in moments of introspection and gaining new perspective, you do get moments where your heart and mind are in perfect alignment with each other. And that's where you get those ahas from. That's where you're hearing the little bits of truth that come through in those moments. That then is now a new seed in your mind, in your subconscious, that then is going to grow and metamorphose you, change you. As a result, you spend more time doing this, you will gain even more wisdom, more and more wisdom. You will be flying high. You'll have such a great higher perspective of life because of this new wisdom that's coming in. It's not new, really. It is very, very ancient, but it's new to you, at least in this lifetime. So the new moon in Taurus, know your worth. Which one is that? Is it know your worth? I can't remember now. Know your worth. New moon in Taurus. I don't know. New moon cards. New moon in Taurus. Should be this, no, the one back. Know your worth. Okay. It's like the first card, I think. You're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you're worthy of your desires is crucial here. See, you got some desires going on. Divine opportunities, right? Opportunities open up when you believe in yourself. Dig deep and move past. So your opportunities are opening up to you because you've been digging deep. You've been realizing that it's not enough just to be fair to others. You got to be fair to yourself too. Love yourself, take good care of yourself, and listen to your heart. If you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will also boost your manifesting powers. So love yourself more. Know your own worth, and others will too. Be true to your values. Yeah, like the Emperor, for example. Her Empress. She knows her truth. She loves herself. She knows her own worth, and that for that reason, she's become a master manifester. She births new worlds, right? New realities. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Taurus on Friday. I see. Okay. Let's see here. Manifesting tips for boosting self-worth. Call on Archangel Chamuel at Chamuel, Chamuel, who helps you to find anything you need and brings spiritual illumination. Connect to the planet Venus, a planet of love and abundance that guides Taurus. That's its planet, Taurus's planet. Place a picture of Aphrodite on your altar to draw in Venus energy. Hold this card to your heart chakra, right in the middle of your chest, and feel Aphrodite's beautiful and loving energy. And this does really work, guys. I'm here to tell you that. You choose to believe me or not, but that it really does work when you call in energies from the higher realms. They do come. You just have to open up to the reality that it can be real for you. And you'll start feeling it in your body. For me, it took a while, But it did eventually get to the point where I just feel it very, very strongly now because I believe in it. I believe in it. And there's no reason for me not to believe in it. Not anymore. So let's talk about some angelic messages of insight and advice. Archangel Michael. We have a year from now. Very interesting. This is collective. I mean, this is general. Compromise. If you believe. Very good. Yeah, so a year from now, you're going to be a completely different person. You're already changing. Imagine what you are like this time, January 2025. Even like it'll be already in October, November, December this year. You're just going to see a different you because you've changed the way you think. Your perspective is different, and that changes your whole entire environment, your whole world, your whole reality, because what's ever within us is what becomes what's without us. So as within, as without, as within, so without. Okay? If you believe, like I just finished saying, I believe it and I have no reason not to believe it. I am compromising. I'm flexible. I'm able to take truth and take it into consideration. If it is truth to me, I keep it. If not, I go throw it out. I compromise with other people. It's not always just my way or the highway. I do have a lot of faith and trust in the truth that I am gaining. So therefore I share it, and I might come across as though I'm a real authority on it, like a hierophant, but it's only because I believe it so much. So you take it with a grain of salt if you must. But in any case, that's what I got for you this month. Names, whether you're born in 1950 or not. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.
Nunca se ve bailando en la pista sola. Llega a montarla con sus amigas gastando el dólar. Me dice peso, ¿qué será lo que tiene esa morra? La conozco de antes, es una experta rompiendo el